But first, the White House is distancing itself from allegations of war crimes. The president plans to turn up the pressure at the same time on Venezuela. The Trump administration defending War Secretary Pete Hegseth over this attack on an alleged Venezuelan drug boat in September, now saying he gave the okay for a high-ranking Navy admiral to conduct a second strike, which reportedly targeted survivors on the vessel. NewsNation's Hannah Brandt has the very latest from the White House. So, Hannah, what comes next in the president's conflict with Venezuela? That's the big question at this hour.
Kelly, that's really what we're all watching and waiting for. We do know President Trump held a meeting with his national security team on Monday night to go over their potential options for next steps in Venezuela. And they did not make an official announcement following that meeting. But this all comes as the White House is denying the report that War Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered that follow-up strike that you're talking about on an alleged drug boat on September 2nd, specifically giving that order to kill those on board who survived a first strike. The White House now saying that Hegseth authorized Admiral Frank Mitch Bradley, who's on your screen there, to conduct those strikes, saying he was within the law to do so.
President Trump and Secretary Hegseth have made it clear that presidentially designated narco-terrorist groups are subject to lethal targeting in accordance with the laws of war. With respect to the strikes in question on September 2nd, Secretary Hegseth authorized Admiral Bradley to conduct these kinetic strikes.
Secretary Hegseth seemingly distancing himself from the report and the strikes while also expressing support for Bradley, saying in a post on X, "I stand by him and the combat decisions he's made on the September 2nd mission and all others since." Now, this report has both the House and the Senate launching bipartisan investigations. We've learned Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman Dan Kane recently held a call with congressional leaders from both parties to brief them on what Kane's office described as the intent and legality of the missions. Though some members of Congress warn if the reporting about Hegseth is true, that order could constitute a war crime. Now, the Pentagon is already investigating Senator Mark Kelly over his appearance in this video, where he and other Democrats urged American troops to not follow illegal orders. But Senator Kelly says it's Hegseth who needs to be questioned.
And I'm concerned that if there were, in fact, as reported, survivors clinging to a damaged vessel, that could be, over a line.
This all comes as the Pentagon continues its troop buildup in the Caribbean. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer also saying he will try to use congressional action to block sending American troops to Venezuela if President Trump does decide to launch strikes there next, rather. Kelly?
High stakes. All right, Hannah, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.